Hey guys, Farmer Nick here, and we're at Denver Green School Northfield today, and we are going to be terminating our cover crop. And there's actually a lot of ways to terminate your cover crop through like herbicide use and extreme tillage, but we're going to just be trying to minimize the tillage and not use any herbicides and cut the cover crops off at the surface and kind of near the root where we can turn them into the ground and they can act as nutrition for our crops coming in the late spring, early summer. What we have here is we have a nicely weeded bed, and we've left our cover crops intact. And all we're going to do now is take a shovel and find where our cover crop is located, have a shallow dig, and turn the bed over. And when we're doing this, we can actually turn the mulch into the soil as well to make sure that we're putting as much organic matter into the ground as possible. That will feed all of the microbiology below the ground that will in turn help our plants grow nice and healthy and outcompete any weeds, hopefully. And so, without being too aggressive and going too far into the surface, we're going to turn our beds over. And the reason we want to stick on the surface is because the further down we go, the more we destroy the aggregate structure of the soil, meaning we kind of break apart the nice big clumps that help channel water to plants with nice deep roots. And so if we stick to the surface, we minimize the underground damage and we keep some of the rhizospheric structures intact. So I'm not taking much caution to break apart the big clumps or anything right now. We just want to stir in and cut off all of the cover crops that we planted before they go to seed. So the reason we terminate the crop before it goes to seed is so that we don't have other plants competing with our productive plants. In that case, our cover crops would just become weeds like any other weed. And so we want to get them before they go to seed so that they're not continually producing throughout the productive growing season in the later spring and early summer. All right, so we've now turned over our bed, and I know it looks a little messy, but we'll flatten that out when we actually have some of this start decaying and we think about planting our first round of crops. And so it's just important to remember that while you're turning your beds and terminating your cover crop, that we're trying to do this at the surface to minimize soil disturbance, and also when we are turning our beds, we could be actually losing a lot of water as well. So it's also a really good way to keep, when we keep things shallow, it means that we're actually saving our water. And so this is how we turn our beds over and terminate our cover crops. Thanks for tuning into this video. I hope you watch our video tomorrow.